All right, so the first thing we're going to do is create the class for the IG bot. And the reason we're creating a class is so we could import it and use it in main later on, and you're going to see why. It's going to be similar to this, right? We're going to import the class from this file later on, and it will just make everything easier and a little more contained as we go along in our project. So to declare a class in Python, you just need to type out class and then the name of your class. So let's go with Instagram bot. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to set up our initialization. And this is going to, when we create our Instagram bot object using this class, it's going to initialize these parameters, which are going to be, we're going to need two parameters, one for username and one for password. And that's just going to allow us to sign in using the Instagram API client. So in order to create your initialization function, you're going to do def and then 2 underscores, init, and then 2 more underscores. And then in here, like in all Python functions, you're going to start with self, and then the 2 parameters that you want to add. So we're going to go with username and password. Those are the 2 we're going to need. And then here, this is going to be initializing the password, or sorry, the username parameter to username and password to password. And this one is going to set, we're actually probably going to call this client just to stay consistent. This is going to set the client attribute to the client object from the Instagram API. All right. Next, we're going to have to add a way for it to sign in. And let's call this def sign in. And we don't need to pass anything in for this one. And this is going to connect to the Instagram client the Instagram client object that we created. And it's going to log in using the username and password parameters that we also passed in. Next, we're going to want to sign out. So this is pretty simple. Same thing. We're going to connect to the client from the Instagram API and log out. All right. Now we're going to create 2 more functions. One's going to be for posting a single image, and one's going to be for posting an album. Now they're both very similar. First, we're going to want to, let's do the post. Just post a single image, and you're going to pass a few things in. You're going to want to pass in first your, self. You're going to want to pass in the image, and just a single image, and then a caption. And here, once again, we're going to go ahead and talk to the client. And we're going to tell it to upload the single image with this client. Now the login, logout, photo upload, these are all functions within the client class, which we're importing from the Instagram API, just to clarify. All right. Next up, we're going to do def post album. And this is very similar, except it's going to post numerous photos, not just one. So here, let's go self. And we're going to want to add caption. But instead of just one image, we're going to want to pass in numerous images. And this is going to be an array or a list of images. And then we're going to do the same thing, except instead of photo upload, we're going to do album upload and pass in the array of images. So here we go. We have our IG bot and we're ready to go. Next video, I'm going to show you how to use it, and we'll start with the AI bot next.